Hi, and welcome to the Synergy Sky Suite video tutorial series. I'm Nick Doyle, the Senior Sales Engineer for Synergy Sky based in the Asia Pacific region. And in this video, we're going to look at deploying Synergy Sky Suite into a Microsoft Hyper-V environment. Now, this is part of the second series of video tutorials for deploying Synergy Sky Suite into various virtual environments. For an overview of the entire series, please watch the tutorial introduction video if you've not done so already. Okay, so compute requirements. The Synergy Sky Suite virtual machine image for Hyper-V consumes around 10 gig of disk space, and the image is also a Hyper-V Gen 2 image. Recommended production requirements is 6 vCPUs, 16 gig of RAM, and 500 gig additional disk SSD for the database. However, if you're looking to deploy this as a proof of concept or lab, then we do have lower specs that you can use, which is 2 vCPUs, 4 gig of RAM, and 10 gig additional disk SSD. However, if you're looking at taking your POC or lab into production, I highly recommend deploying the recommended production specs. So deployment steps here, you need to download and extract the Synergy Sky Suite VM image from our website, and then we import that image into Hyper-V, attach a secondary disk, specify the compute requirements, and then power on the virtual machine and confirm with SSH or via the Connect capability within Hyper-V itself. Now, as a reminder, all the information covered in these video tutorials is available on our support pages at support.synergysky.com. Here you can find documentation with more detailed installation and configuration information, as well as additional resources and troubleshooting tools and assistance. Okay, so here we are with Hyper-V, and I'm going to select my machine here for hosting and import virtual machine. I'll hit next on before we begin. And I'm actually just going to copy and paste where I've downloaded and extracted the Hyper-V image for the Synergy Sky Suite appliance. You can browse for the image, but we're just going to do that. Next, I'm going to select the virtual machine and copy the virtual machine, creating a new unique ID. Now I'm going to change where the virtual machine stores are so that they're on my local drive, and put that there. And then we're going to look at the storage folder. I'm happy with that. And network. So I'm going to use default switch in this instance as I've got nothing else configured. Click next and we're ready to import. So we'll click finish and there we go. So nice, quick, simple. Now we choose the appliance and we're going to configure some settings here. First, we're going to add an additional hard disk, and we're going to create a new one. We're going to click next and make it fixed size and give it a name. I'm going to call this one S Sky Suite DB for database, and we've got it in a location there. I'm going to set it to be only 10 gigs as this is going to be a proof of concept lab environment, not production. If it was production, you'd set that to 500 gig. And click next and finish. So that will attach the additional disk. We're ready to go. Now we'll just double check the other settings. So processor, I've currently got 2 vCPUs assigned here. That's because this is a lab and default, but if this was production, I'd change that setting to 6. And memory, it's currently set to 2, so I'm going to up that to 4 gig for this lab environment. For production, I'd set it up to 16. But that is all we need to do here, so I'll click apply and OK, and we're ready to start the machine. So let's click start. And there we go, that's now booted up and ready to go. Now we can connect via SSH as soon as it's been assigned an IP address through the default switch. Otherwise, we can just click connect here within the Hyper-V appliance. And here we are. Type in admin as the login. Password is Synergy Sky Word 01 with capitals within that. So check the documentation for it. And there we go. We're now ready to start configuring and installing the appliance software properly. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. See you in the next video.